First off, let me give a shout out to our apostle who has been teaching us over the last 20 years. Well, folks, this is sinking in because the word I received, or the teaching we received on how a man thinks, and asking folk how you feeling, well, like some folks say, you feel with your hands. So we now say, how you thinking? You tell me how you're thinking, I'll tell you how you are. So I said all that to say the biggest accomplishment or recognition for me was that I never thought that I had a heart attack. And so that speaks to how what a powerful piece of equipment your mind is to can take you places and bring you back places that we don't think we can accomplish normally. So I'm saying and admitting that one of the main reasons the heart attack didn't get me because I didn't know it was there for the first month after the event. The heart attack happened on the 24th of February, and I didn't go to my doctor until a month later. So it just speaks to how we think. The word says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You can think yourself in a lot of things. You can go places. I've been in the Bahamas about 3 times this week, and I hadn't left Savannah. So I said all that to say how you think really drives your destination, where you going.
So again, though, we still felt like, okay,
It's
the
over
worst
now.
of it's over. We're going to go on and continue with our plans. So later that week, I believe it was Tuesday, we had planned to start our ascent, up to Philly, with a stop in Charlotte with the kids. Make sure we spend a night there.
A son, his wife.
So we went up to Charlotte, yes. And then the next day, that following Wednesday, we continue to go up to Statia. Because she had just gotten in her new apartment. Right. We wanted to check it out. Okay, but that's in Philadelphia, so
we were concerned.
Let's get up there and see what this new apartment is like. Because we knew the old one was kind of, sketch. So we were like, let's go ahead and check out the new one. I was all kind of confident because I was involved in that selection process anyway.
It's on the third floor.
But that part right there, the third floor rather, that didn't mean anything because,
until I started up those steps.
Yeah. So we got there, you start up the steps, you get up one flight.
I was like, I can't make it.
Oh, wow.
I got rest.
I'm like, what? Okay, wait a minute. This is the man that walks 10,000 steps a day, which, by the way, had been slowing down, but we did not take all that.
We used to have 10 by 10. And I had gotten to a point where it was often, sometimes 10 o'clock at night before I'd get my 10,000 steps.
Right. And still didn't.
Yeah, I didn't register.
Yeah.
It's a flag. It was waving, but
hey,
I didn't pay that no mind. I said, "Oh, that's just the wind." But when I got up to the third floor there in my daughter's new apartment, I was like, "I'm gonna have to get the stuff out of the truck. I can't. I'm not going back down until I get ready to leave."
I clutched my pearls. I'm like, yo, wait a minute now.
So I did go down one more time, and coming back up, it was a little better, but not much. Took me probably about 5 minutes to get up 3 flights of stairs. So then weekend, when did I come back to Savannah? I started my drive back by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I head back south.
Oh, wait now.
All right.
Okay, we just jumped straight from, as you were up there for like a week, 5, 6 days.
4 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
How long?
Yeah, it was like 6 days. I
Really?
think we got up there on the 27th, and then you left maybe on the 3rd of March, and then started driving, and then you actually spent the night again in Charlotte, and then got home on the 4th. So right. March 4th, you were home. I was still there.
Right.
And because I had a lot of other things planned.
A lot of balls in the air.
Including for our all hands at work. And then another trip with my family to go see Sight and Sound. So all the stuff was lined up. And a wedding, that was supposed to be the end of it. However, so anyway, you got back. You drove all the way back by yourself. Again, not 100% saying, okay, still getting over whatever this is.
Right.
Still having a little bit of challenges breathing, but
not like it was. And at this point, I'm going to give it 21 days, Yeah. So we prayed and it happened 21 days later. So I'm going to give it 21 days without any panic. But it wasn't healing up like I thought. And I was like, okay, it's been 21 days now. I don't see my healing in sight. What's going on?
You were saying to me that
still wasn't feeling
wasn't feeling great. Still made it back though.
Right.
Made it back. Stopped at the kids.
I was
on
okay.
The way back. And made the other trip. Here. But once you got here, now you're here.
Right.
At home, and I'm still in Philly.
I don't have a flight of stairs, but it's something I just thought about. It probably took me 3 days to unload the truck.
Wow.
Just my stuff, because I'd go out and get a piece and I'd be out of breath.
Right.
And that wasn't right. So I was just like, okay, I don't need to get anything, but
you're just only getting whatever you need for the moment.
Right. No, with the laundry, I gotta get them dirty clothes out
first.
So yeah, at this point I had started to really think about, what the food poisoning did to me. But not to the point where I was like, oh, I might have.
Oh no.
Yeah, I might have. Something else might have happened. No, I was locked in on the food.
I do remember you saying, you, in the way you felt, you thought you threw up something that you needed.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely during the throwing up part. I'm sure something went in there that I needed, and I was like, oh, because it was rough after that still. What, week later, 2 weeks later?
So now you're here alone.
I'm here alone.
And I'm up in Philly. We're having conversations intermittent here, throughout the week.
Visuals.
Have our regular discussions, and then every now and then a FaceTime. So
right.
There was this one particular time. I guess it was around. Let's see. If you left, you got here on the 4th. I don't want to say
around the 9th.
Yeah,
that's what rings a bell.
It might have even been a whole week. It might have been the 11th, and I said, "Hey, still checking on how you're doing. You're still saying,
I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm just,
I don't feel 100%, but I'm okay."
But at one point, I said, "So, have you weighed yourself lately? Because you looking kind of." What's how much? I don't know. Don't know if that scale. Oh,
right. The scale in the bedroom, because that was before my
yes, cool.
Automated scale that reports to everybody now. So yeah, it was intermittent. It would work sometime, and
so it was the scale's fault. We wanted.
I was foul. I didn't want to be bothered.
But you really were foul because you just felt so miserable.
Yeah.
And you didn't fess up though. Right. Let me know.
No, you try not to, share that with everybody. Put that off on everybody, because I was. Woo.
Anyway, then I said, well, then you're gonna go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because.
And I said yes right away, right? Is that what I said?
Not quite the way I remember it. No.
I said, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, I think we're stretching the truth a little bit right now.
No?
I think this is the way I recall because
Okay,
it was
what was your...
it was so riveting and
Riveting, not riveting. I don't do a
I
lot
will
of
repeat
riveting.
it for you. I just want my wife home.
Oh, that.
That.
You probably had some mail was piling up.
Yeah. I just want my wife home.
Yeah, I was feeling really
then.
bad at that
Okay,
point
all right.
because I had a wedding to go to, and
Yeah.
I had to cancel that, and then I had.
Well, yeah, that's what happened to the wedding. Was supposed to be on the end of the trip.
Your trip.
Me coming back on the 16th.
We were going to meet in Charlotte or Rock Hill.
Yes.
You were going to fly into Charlotte. I was going to pick you up.
Yeah.
Go to the wedding.
Go to the wedding. But somehow, somewhere along through the, I want to say the 14th.
Yeah.
One of our conversations, you said,
that's
not happening.
Right.
I'm not gonna be driving to Charlotte. Right. I'm saying, okay, you just drove all the way from Philly down to Savannah. Now we can't just get to Charlotte.
4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours.
Another bing, 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 flag.
So that puts you on notice that something more serious might have been wrong. But in the back of my mind, I was like, no, I ain't going to no doctor. Ain't no telling what they'll do by myself. My wife not there to say, oh, what you doing?
Hence, I just want my wife home. So, wifey gets home as fast as she can. I mean, I get back. You get back. You come and hit me from the airport. I'm fine.
Yes, what?
Pick you up from the airport. Of course, that's just 20 minutes, but still. All right. You get to get me up, picked up and everything. I get home. I'm like, okay, that's been a long time away. You know, we left like 26th, like I said, and now I'm just getting home on the 21st. So that was a long stint. And then
I had to get myself together. I gave me time to get myself together.
Yeah.
I was in recovery and didn't know it.
So then that night, to be honest with you, I did, as I was taking my long...
Did you call our doctor that night?
I didn't call her that night.
You didn't rat me out that night?
I called, but I didn't. I did my own little online research. You know, that's how we do in our self-diagnosis, and I started putting in the
Google.
The symptoms. And as I entered the symptoms of the weight gain, shortness of breath, swelling in the ankles, just those 3 things right there is all it needed. Come back and say, yeah, that sounds like congestive heart failure. So like, wow.
But yeah, don't believe all that stuff you read on Google.
Therefore, because I know this is why I did not share that at the time when I read that. I
thought it was
in my own little quiet time. What? Yeah.
You didn't want to spook me.
That too. And I didn't want to put my mouth on it.
Right.
Basically, I didn't want to put it out there in the atmosphere.
We know better than to speak stuff. We don't want. Okay.
So then the next day, I said, I'm not going to say anything because we're going to the doctor the next day, and I'll let him tell him. You know, that's how I handle that.
Appointment by then, right?
Oh yeah. I don't even know if we needed one. We just walked in either way. We went on the 22nd, which was a Friday, and tried to see the doctor.
Lord have mercy.
And then Mr. Glenn says,
me again?
Yeah, you. It was you. That's you. You said, I don't want to see the nurse.
No, I didn't.
I want to see the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that John, the nurse. I don't know.
Yeah, we wasn't even sure at that point. John worked there. He had been out. So, I got some serious issues here. I need somebody that's tuned in and turned on.
So we're at the intake there at our VA primary care, and Mr. Glenn, before the lady gets to check you all in, you're turned on your heel because she said she was going to let you see John.
Right.
You walked away and said, "No, that's not happening." John. And I'm just hanging there like, okay, all right. I guess we're not going today, so go behind.
You just want to do that one time. You don't want to be. Yeah. Then the doctor gonna come in and answer the same pertinent questions.
This is how they operate there.
I know.
So that was a Friday, everybody, and now we're going into the weekend with not being seen and still having all of these symptoms.
I got to pray again. Ask for an extension.
So before that might be what you did at I don't know at what point. I know that. I know that evening, that's when I contacted my doctor friend, unofficial doctor,
primary care physician.
So I call Chet and I say, let's just tell her what's going on, and let you tell her what you're experiencing. And then, of course, she, as if she was looking at the Google along with it, she said, I remember that.
Sounds like she shouldn't be that smart.
Sounds like congestive heart failure. Ding, 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 ding. But that was confirmation.
I admire for 2 or 3 witnesses. They were established.
So then I was like, all right, what do we do now? We didn't go to the doctor. We got to get through the weekend. She said, yeah, you're gonna have to see your doctor. He's gonna probably put you on a diuretic. Get some of that fluid off you. All right, but now I'm thinking, all right, but we still have to get to that point. The doctor's gone for the weekend now. So yeah, then I took some measures that I thought I could take.
I remember some tea and stuff.
Yeah, I went and looked it up. You know, what can I do this? How can I do this holistically? So
should be holistic fans anyway.
Dandelion tea. Elevate the feet. Get the old what are those socks called? Compression socks.
Old folks.
Yeah, just get somewhere to sit down and let's just keep
wait
it like
this. Just stay calm.
And then that's when I also, let's see, I think that was it for that night.
It's kind of foggy.
We just had to get through the weekend and make it to Monday to get back to the doctor.
That's when I asked the Lord for an extension.
And so Monday, that was one of our children's birthdays. So
yes,
Curtis's birthday.
March 25th.
So everything started on your late mama's birthday, February 24th, and now we're on to Curtis's birthday, March 25th. So we're a month later, of course, after the event. And we go back to the doctor.
And we see the doctor this time.
Yeah, we still had to see the nurse first.
Oh my God.
You know, that's what they do. So we get back, see the doctor. He does his exam. He's listening. He's saying,
Things that make you go,
Anyone ever told you had a heart
This is my doctor.
I mean, if I had heard that before, I would have definitely told you about it. But the most important person to know that you have that kind of a heart murmur would be you. So if I didn't tell you that, no one else has told you that, he said, I'm going to check my records and make sure that it wasn't there. But I'm pretty sure from the sounds of it, I would have definitely noticed that. It's not, gets into this whole thing about, you know, the different levels and how they sound and who can hear them.
What it's doing. Information that I really didn't need at that point.
At that point, he's trying to help you out. He's very good about that. He's, you know, he wants to make sure you understood. Very good bedside manner.
Yeah.
So, had his little trainee in there, intern, whatever, let her listen too. So she heard it.
You may not hear this again. It's definitely from him.
That's not funny.